So I've had a customer return to me to get some patches put on his jacket. I have done some previously, and I've just done these two, and I thought, oh, I should make a video and show you how I do it, because I've also got one that he wants on the sleeve, which I'll have to probably do by hand. So I can show you two different ways, so machine way and hand sewing. Okay, so I just had to check on the picture which way he wanted them positioned. So he wants some here and here. Now I don't use pins, because every time I use pins after I've taken it off, it's crooked. So I use just double-sided tape to hold it in place for me. So I'll put a piece on each side. Okay, so I'll take it. I'm going to place it where he wants it here. Make sure it's sort of straight. These are like on an angle, these lines. This is straight here, and I want it to be approximately the same as what I've done on the other side. So I'm going to say there looks good. So that's where I want that one to go. And then I'll come back and stick that one on after I've sewn this one. I like to do them all one at a time so I can see that they're all straight and nice. Okay, we'll go over to the machine. Okay, I'll change the view in a minute, but I'm just starting off here. Just doing a back stitch at the start, running down the side there with my needle down. I'm going to then pivot the garment around so that I can then stitch along the side as well, making sure everything's all flattened out and straight. Okay, so now I've got a bird's eye view for you. I'm just explaining here that I have the side of the patch lined up with the inside of the foot there, so that as I go down here, it's on the close to the edge of the patch. I'm just straightening up there, and then I'll continue on to the corner of the patch. Now here I want to make sure that I get my needle down in the right position to make sure that when I pivot, it's going to go along in a straight line in the right spot. Okay, so now I've turned or pivoted and just go along the edge of this side of the patch, doing the same thing, flattening it all out, coming to the corner with the needle down, pivot the fabric around, making sure it's in the right spot. Here I make a little adjustment because it didn't go in the right spot. There we go, so now it looks good. And just sew all the way down to the corner, and this is the end, this corner. So here I'm going to take my thread, I'm just going to snip that and go to the corner, needle down, pivot again, and I'm just going to do a couple forward and then back stitch there where the start was, and that's it. Here I'm just looking at the back. I'm going to cut some threads there to make sure that it's all, nice neat finish with all the threads gone. There's one there and another one, and just check that I'm overall happy with the way it's done. Now I'm just doing the second one in the same way, but I've just sped it up here so you can just watch for your visual pleasure and cleaning it up, and that's that. Now I've come to the sleeve patch. This one has to be done by hand, so I've got it in the right spot. I've used the double-sided tape to stick it down in the right spot, and now I'm just going to take my thread. These are the needles that I've used. They are Birch needles. They're called straw needles. I like them because they flex a bit, as I just showed you there, and I used size 8 for this project. Just going to make a knot here by wrapping the thread around, pulling it down, make a knot. Not sure, I think I've already threaded, yep, I've already threaded it through the eye. So now just find a place to start. Okay, so now I'm ready to start. What I do is pull back the patch a little bit, and I'm going to take a little bit of the denim from the jacket underneath, and then pull the thread through. That way it hides the knot underneath the patch, and you won't see it from the front. Yeah, just pull the thread through. Got a little bit tangled up there, but got it eventually. Now I'm going to take a little chunk of or a few threads of the denim from the back and then come up from behind through the edge of the patch and then pull the needle through. And got more tangle and then pull, and do that again. So you take a couple of threads through the back of the patch and pull, and again same thing. So it's just really just taking a couple of threads from the denim and then going through the patch. You leave about 2 or 3 millimeters between each stitch. You want them to be quite close together because you don't want something to get caught on the patch and then it'll break the thread or something and come loose. So some nice small even threads all the way around, and that's it. And just keep going, coming to a corner here, and just go around the corner on the edge. Okay, I'm going to keep going around and I'll come back to you when I'm ready to close off. Okay, back now. I have stitched all the way around and I'm coming up to here where I started. So I'm just going to continue on taking the small stitches till I get right to where I started. Actually go past just a little bit. So that's about where I started it. I'm just going to do two stitches past, roughly there, like that. Okay, so yep, there's no hole or opening there at all. Now what I'm going to do is finish off with a knot. Let's take a little piece of the denim and a little piece of, really just the denim. You just only need the denim. Pull it through. So in the same spot, I'm going to do it again, and just a little bit like that. I'm not going to pull it all the way through. This I'm going to leave a loop, and I'm going to put my needle through the loop and pull, and it just creates a little knot. So I'm going to do that again. So where I've just done that last stitch, let's take a little bit again. This time I've got my loop there. I'm going to go through twice. So 1, back around 2, and pulls, makes a nice knot. And then I always do 1 extra for good luck. Oops, there's my good luck gone. All right, let me rethread this. Okay, got that threaded. Now I haven't got much here to play with, but that doesn't matter. All right, so we've done our knot. So now what I'm going to do is take my pin down where my knot is and just take it through to the other side, to the back of the fabric, pull that through, little tug. There's my thread on the other side. Take my snips and snip, and that's it. It's done. So there's a nice patch. Really good. That's done. Okay, so just if you enjoyed this, got something out of it, liked it at all, please consider subscribing and give it a like. Got any questions, just let me know in the comments below. And thank you for watching. See you in the next one.